Yo, what is up, everyone? First and foremost, I want to tell you guys welcome in to the Bucketz list with Barry. It may be Barry Bucketz, it may be Barry Teeler, it may be BJ, it may be a plethora of different names, man, but I want to welcome everyone who is coming in to our first official podcast today. I have to say, I'm a bit nervous. I've always said that I wanted to come out here and talk to you guys and honestly just kind of talk about life and just get on here and talk. I like to talk. And I feel like if I want to talk, just get on here and talk. But I want to sit here and welcome everybody to our first official podcast, episode 1/intro/introduction/ I don't know, / welcome to the party. And I want to say thank you for listening today. Like I said, many of you may know me from growing up with me. Many of you may know me from my online presence, better known as Barry Bucketz. Many of you may know me just because you saw this podcast and wanted to click it today and see what happens. So however you got here, man, I want to tell you guys first and foremost, welcome into the podcast. And I want to thank you guys for being here today. I just want to go out and say that you see the gear, man. If you see the video, you see repping in the background. You see all that's going on here. You see I'm in this Patriot gear in the back room of my mom's house, sweating already because it's hot back here. And yeah, I didn't want to start the podcast off by talking about the Patriots, but I can say that I waited roughly 7 months since we got blown out by 30 against Buffalo to come out here and watch Patriot football on this lovely Sunday, but we just got blown out. Well, it wasn't really a blowout, but it felt like a blowout, and honestly, it was a piss poor performance, and it hurts. It really does. So shout out to all my NFL fans. Shout out to all my football fans. As you guys know, this podcast is going to revolve around life. It's going to revolve around sports. It's going to revolve around gaming. It's going to revolve around every aspect of my life that I feel like I want to talk about. And please, for anybody joining us for the first time, if you don't know me, everyone is open to have their own opinion in here. I'm going to have my own opinion. I'm always going to hear you out. I hope you hear me out. I may not always be right. I may not always be wrong, but I'm always going to be unapologetic. I'm never going to say sorry. And I'm going to just be me. That's kind of how I was raised. And that's how I hope you guys are too. I never want you to hold your tongue. I never want to hold my tongue. And I just want to have a good time here. So let's go. So anyways, man, regarding the Patriots, man, it was sad. It was sad. Like I said, you wait 7 months. The majority of our seasons ended early January, mid-January. So as a football fan of the NFL, we were just excited to see our teams come out and play. And let me just say, congratulations to the 16 teams who are going to feel good this weekend and feel like winners, because Pats Nation, aka Red, White, and Blue Nation, we're losers this week. And it didn't just, but see, that's the thing, it didn't just feel like a loss. It felt like, you were sitting there and you were almost forced to watch something that you really didn't want to do at all. It just simply felt as if someone was just punching me, and I couldn't even, I just had to sit there and take it. Because once again, I'm a very optimistic person. I know the Patriots probably won't win a Super Bowl, but hey, man, I got dreams. All right, I got dreams. And ever since TB12 left and we lost in 2019 to the Titans, you have aspirations to find that guy, and you have aspirations to go out there and be a winner. And it hurts. It sucks. It hurts. You never want to be a loser at anything. But let me just tell you, and for all of my football fans out there, for all of my fans, let me tell you something. Losing on that Sunday, you have to wait 7 days, maybe 4 if you play on a Thursday night game and only 2 teams do. You have to wait 7 days again for your team to go back out there and make up for the last week. You have to wait a full 7 days. And it's just painful because, like I said, I would love football and Sundays 7 days a week, but that's just not how life works. And it's super tough and it's super painful knowing that we went out there, pretty much put up a goose egg. We got 7 points off of Ty Montgomery flair, but it really wasn't. The score doesn't justify how terrible we played. And shout out to all the people in the stream. Shout out to all the Dolphin fans. Shout out to everybody that I was giving a hard time about regarding their teams, because my team lost in loserly fashion, and it hurt. It hurt. It really did hurt. And I'm just gonna hope that, you know, next Sunday at the Steelers will be a better situation for us. Speaking of the Steelers, we saw that game. If you saw it, TJ Watt probably tore his pec. They managed to pull out the win, but I don't think the win is worth losing your franchise guy for the season, who they're probably paying around, I'd say probably $27.5 million a year. So, you know, maybe we have a chance next week. Mac had some back stuff going on there. He got x-rays. They said it was negative. So, like I said, you know, as a loyal football fan, all I can do is just hope and have faith for a better next Sunday. But it was painful to watch. It was super painful. And once again, to all my football fans, you know, whether you're watching Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, Monday or Thursday, depending on the game, but you know that feeling, that week just seems longer, man. I'm telling you, there's no better feeling than seeing your team go out there and win on Sunday, knowing you got the whole entire week to feel like a winner, man. I'm telling you, let me tell you something. If my team wins on Sunday, that week is just a little bit better. And I know that's probably bad because you're a grown man basing your life and your happiness on football. Fuck you. All right. Yeah. Hey, man, leave me alone. I love it. All right. I can't play. Hey, this is what I do right here. Right. I can't get out there and play. Didn't like getting hit. Wasn't that guy. I sit on that couch with my Wingstop and I cheer every play. And I'm like the 12th coach on the Patriots coaching staff. They just haven't started paying me yet, but we're doing some remote stuff. So I just called Bill Belichick in. We're going to talk about it on Tuesday, what we can do to fix this up, because it was bad. It was bad. And once again, I know all of my sports fans know it, not just football, basketball. I get it. But like I said, for football, you got to wait a whole 7 days, man. And those 7 days just seem to go by. They seem to take a long time. But I'm not going to drag on about the Patriot misery today. Maybe I will. We'll see how it goes. But I just had to open up with that, man. I hope everybody is enjoying this so far. And I look forward to talking to everyone regarding everything. And we're just gonna flow, man. We're just gonna flow. We're gonna have a good time. Like I said, I think I kind of shook off the jitters a little bit here. And it feels kind of good to be behind this mic and talk about stuff that I enjoy. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Like I said, we will talk about sports. We will talk about life. We will talk about things that go on in our everyday life. I would talk about streaming. I would talk about literally anything. And I hope that you guys come in here and be a part of this and help us grow. I just, like I said, my wife, Madison, who may not know, she says that I'm one of those people who talks, but it never actually means anything. So I kind of just talk just to talk, right? I kind of just talk because, like, what else am I going to talk about? So I was thinking to myself, like, all right, so, you know, whenever I'm streaming, which is like my career at the moment, my favorite part about streaming is talking. It's about talking to people in chat. It's about talking to people in Discord, just talking to people in general. And it's crazy because it's super, super opposite of real life, because if you guys know me, I'm a very introverted person. I don't like talking to many people. You kind of either know me or you don't know me. But once you get talking about, if you can get me to open up a little bit, there's like 5 things that I like to talk about. All right. First things first, we can always talk about God. We can always talk about faith. Shout out to my wife, because she has made me a better man and also has made me a better Christ follower. one day at a time. We can always talk about sports, basketball, football. You want me to open up? Let's start talking about sports. It's easy, all right? Thirdly, we can talk about, I'm always down, not for an argument, but I'm always down to hear somebody's perspective and opinion. And so I can counter with maybe I agree or don't agree with it. And I don't even know, I think I lost track. But if I like it, I'll talk about it. If I don't, I probably won't. But I definitely just got off track there and definitely forgot what I was talking about. But you know what? That's okay, because we go wherever we want to go in this podcast, and who cares? But once again, guys, I just want to say that I hope all of you guys enjoyed coming in here. And just forget the last 20 seconds. So as I was saying, streaming is my career right now, and I love talking to people. And so like my wife said, I am a talker that just talks. And so many people in chat have told me about doing a podcast. I've talked to many of them about doing it. And I was nervous. I still, not as much now because I've got in front of the chair, I got in front of the camera. I'm like, I do this 6 days a week. But it does feel good. It does feel good. I love gaming. My main game now is currently Escape from Tarkov. It's a PC shooter, FPS shooter. And it's great. The game is a medium to connect me with more people in the chat, more people in the stream, and, between me and the people. Tarkov is a great medium to where I can go out and people can come to ask me questions about Tarkov, and then the conversations really just flow. There's nothing better than the genuine conversation to where somebody is they just like talking, and we share like-minded things, and we kind of just flow. And it really is a great feeling. So I'm really excited. This took a lot. I think I've been telling Jedi for the last, I think I told him like February. I was like, hey, bro, when football starts, I'm going to start the podcast. We moved last month. We're having some internet and technical difficulties regarding it. But I'm doing a podcast and working out my mama crib, y'all. It don't get no better than this, man. Let me just tell you, the food service from your mother, the snacks getting delivered, it is wonderful. So make sure you guys give your mothers and loved ones a big hug for us, because there's nothing in the world like mothers. They will never be replaced. So shout out to my mom and Wash for letting me use the crib, and we got this back room. Like I said, it's a sauna in here right now. I might start sweating, but if you start sweating, that just means you're passionate. So I'm just extremely passionate. But yeah, man, so I'm very happy to be here, and I am super sorry if I'm very sporadic and I don't really know where I'm going. I'm going to try my best to stay on topic and have some kind of outline, but I told myself this is going to be, it's really like episode 0, because I don't really know where it's going to go and how it's going to go. I just know it's going to go. So wherever that goes, whether you like it or whether you don't like it, I'm not sorry. I'm always happy that you're here. So let's get on to it, man. So that is me. That is everything about me. This is the Bucketz List podcast with Barry, aka Barry Bucketz, Barry Teeler, BJ, depending on if you know me or not. And I'm so sorry because I got Sunday Ticket up in the background and I got to watch this football, man. So this is perfect. So you'll get some live reactions out of me right now. And let me just tell you, Derek Carr is absolutely just tossing the game right now. That's okay, because Jedi is going to be very happy right now. But so yeah, so I'm very happy once again for everyone to be in here. I don't care if it's 2 people or if it's 2,000. Somebody's going to hear me talk. Whether it's just my wife and my mom, well, that's okay. So regarding everything that's happened today, y'all, you guys know it is the first football season opener, and I told you guys we won't solely revolve around sports. We'll always have different things, but today it just feels right that we just talk about sports today and everything that's kind of went on. I went on my 10-minute Patriot rant already, and I was very disappointed. I would say to all my fantasy football lovers out there, we're not looking too bad today. We might be able to pull a couple out. We'll see, but let's hope that TB12 and the Dallas Cowboys get into a shootout, because that would be magnificent. I'm sure we're going to have some Dallas Cowboys enjoyers in here. And I just want to see a high-scoring game. Of course, I want to see the GOAT win. You know, I always have love for the GOAT. He is the GOAT. Let me just say, for anybody who says they don't like Tom Brady because he doesn't play with the Patriots anymore, you're weird, okay? You're weird, because that man did everything and more for our franchise. I get it if you don't root for him. I'm just saying, if you don't like him, you're weird. I remember when I started watching the Patriots back in 2007, when my dad made me become a fan. I was kind of a bandwagon that year when they were just winning everything. I remember crying for the first time about sports back in 2007. I guess at that time it was 2008, because the Super Bowl was, you know, yeah. But ever since then, man, I've been a Patriot fan, and I've been enjoying the wins and the losses. Definitely the wins more these last couple of years have kind of grounded me a little bit. To all you fans like the Cowboys, the 49ers, the Chargers, the Saints, to all you guys who just get used to losing every year like this is disgusting. Every time somebody talks about me, they always say, like, how am I feeling about this, about how the Patriots are in right now? And I must say, you know, don't be mindful. It's 2022 right now. Last time the Patriots won was 2018. That was a long time ago. That was when I was a sophomore in college, okay? I'm not a sophomore in college anymore. That was a while ago. That was math 4.5-ish years ago. It's been a while. Now, granted, Tom Brady won a Super Bowl in 2020, so that felt good. You know, I always root for my favorite player ever. But it just feels like, man, you know, we had the 2019 season where Tom pretty much just said, I'm out of here. Gronk left in 2018. And then, you know, 2020 came when everybody said he was washed. He won the Super Bowl. And then after that, you know, that's when we get Cam Newton for that year. It was a very painful year, going 7-9. But I mean, 7-9 is like a tank season. It's like a you got to get with it season. Wasn't terrible. It was painful watching us play those games. Nothing against Cam Newton, arguably the greatest NFL player ever. The greatest college player ever back at Auburn, going undefeated. I want to say they beat Oregon that year. I could be totally wrong. Forgive me if I am. But he was just, ever since Cam, those injuries, they kind of set him back, man. And I just must say, it was painful to watch that year. Last year we get Mac Jones. And a very promising rookie season. Probably shouldn't have been a Pro Bowler, but due to some injuries and due to some not wanting to play, he was a Pro Bowler. Very happy. Fast forward to this Sunday. A lot of stuff was bad. I'm not solely putting it on him. Protection was bad. Skilled players were better. Could have been better. Play calling could have been way better. A lot of things could have went better. I don't know how else to put it. It could have been better. But overall, you know, it's just one loss. It was at Miami. I want to say we are 2-10. No, I lied to you. We are bad. Okay. I don't even know the stat off the top of my head, but the Patriots probably have won less than 3 games at Miami in the last probably 15 years. I want to say the last win at Miami for the Patriots, correct me if I'm wrong, I want to say it was at 2016 when Michael Floyd had that block for Julian Edelman when we went on to win the Super Bowl that year. Could be wrong. Patriot fans, NFL fans, stat check me, call me a liar, but I think I'm right. My Patriot history is not very bad, okay? But so yeah, I mean, you know, considering that we go from arguably the greatest dynasty ever to a 1 year tank with Cam Newton, we get into the playoffs last year. I mean, as a fan, I just have high expectations this year. I love seeing my team win. I don't know who doesn't enjoy seeing their team win, and I'm hoping that we can get over the hump. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, like I said, I'm very fortunate and grateful. I've saw 3 Super Bowls, won for the Patriots. I've saw 3 Super Bowls, lost for the Patriots. I've seen 20 playoff games played, 3/4 of them won. And it's painful to be in this position as an NFL fan because I just don't know how you guys do it. I mean, I'm a very, every Sunday I'm getting dressed up in my whole attire. I got the gear on. Madison's making fun of me. Everything's set out the night before. I know what I'm going to wear. I'm pretty much a Patriots player / coach because they just don't pay me. But I would get out there. I could give them. I really couldn't give them anything, but I would try my best. So, but yeah, I don't know how you guys do it, man. This is painful. Patriots football is life. My future child will be a Patriots fan. He or she does not have a choice. Yeah, it has to keep running. It came from my dad. We're gonna hold it up, and we're gonna keep it going, and then it's just gonna continue to go through the line, man, because we gotta have that Patriots lineage, and we gotta kind of get back to the promised land, man, because it is painful out there, out here, seeing our team lose to Miami every week. So so let's hope it gets better. Oh, but that's okay. Because no, actually it's not okay, because I saw the Bills play on Thursday, and they had 4 turnovers and beat the defending champions by 21 points. And it's not okay because the trajectory that we are currently on is not a good trajectory. So let's hope that it improves, you guys. But I know it probably won't. But like I said, as every NFL fan does, you got to be optimistic. So we're going to continue to be optimistic and hope that it is up and up in the future. Because right now, I've seen better days. I've definitely seen better days. Well, I'm going to be honest. I think I lied to you guys 2 times already, saying that I wasn't going to talk about football as much, but it's been 25 minutes, and I'm pretty sure I've talked about football 97% of the time. So I'm going to try my best to stay on track and not talk about sports for the rest of this first episode. Don't hold me to it. Please don't quote me, because I probably will lie to you. Last thing I will say is shout out to Robert Martinez. Leonard Fournette came through with some tickets for our guy PC Rob, the greatest PC guru that you guys didn't know you needed. Make sure you go check him out on Twitter at PC Rob. He has built over $100,000 of computer parts worth of PCs. So if you need a PC built, shout out to Rob. He helped out Leonard Fournette and just being a good person that he is. And now he is going to the Dallas Cowboy Tampa Bay Buccaneers game today. So I hope that Tom Brady absolutely just takes the life out of that building on a game-winning drive. Because, once again, Patriots fan first, Tom Brady fan, like, second. All right. But that's it. Like I said, I'm done talking about football. Okay. But on another note, I must say, and I've talked about this before. I think I talked about it in my chat before. But I have a very fond likeness about Sundays. Something about Sundays, man. Going to church. Now we got football. And it's just, Sundays are absolutely peak days. I wish every day could be a Sunday, but then I feel like if we had 7 Sundays in a week, we wouldn't appreciate Sundays. But there's something about Sundays, man, that it is just amazing. And last week was Labor Day weekend, and I must say, I absolutely felt like we really got to enjoy what a real Sunday should be, because nobody was thinking about if they had work the next day, because everybody should have been off, unless you're a Twitch streamer. You probably work 7 days a week. And so I was just thinking, like, man, wow, it's Sunday. I was laying down mad at Spectrum because my internet didn't work. I'm just like, wow, this is like really, really peaceful. So you can stay out late on a Sunday. You can get to enjoy it all. You can take it all in. Just knowing that, I mean, it's Sunday. Monday was off. So it just feels amazing. So Sundays are definitely goated days. I must say though, my second day, well, really my second and third days, because I have a very fond appreciation for Thursdays, knowing that next day is Friday. But Thursdays are absolutely great days too. More so because of Friday. I don't know if it's because it's just a Thursday. But Fridays are up there as well. And I must say, and just so you can kind of get what I'm putting off here, let me just try to explain this to you guys. Because I tried explaining it to somebody else the other day. And listen to this. The absolute best time, not necessarily best day, but the absolute best time, right? Stay with me here, because I know you're thinking like, you're going to really see how kind of my brain and head works. And it's probably kind of weird depending on what kind of person that you are. But this is kind of how I think, right? So this is my process, right? So it's Thursday morning. Excuse me. It's Friday morning, right? I got my coffee. It was a good day. Friday came. It was a great stream. When I say stream, my job. It was had a great day at work, right? Okay. I did a long stream. And I remember saying, it was a chat. And I said, the absolute best time of the week is Friday evening. After you get off work, and where you can go do whatever you want to do. Now, whether that's go out and have some drinks, whether that's go to the local football game, whether that's go out to eat with the wife, whether that's go to the dog park, whatever you do, I don't judge you. Whether if you want to go, hey, look, like I said, it's the judge-free zone. You can do whatever you want to do. I will still love you the same. But let's stay on track now. But as I was saying, Friday evenings, they're really untouched. They're really in a category of their own, because I feel like everybody in life has been through a Friday. They've been through probably an entire week if you got lucky. So you know that feeling, getting off work Friday and you're thinking, I got the whole day to myself. What am I going to do? Like I said, it doesn't matter what you do. But Friday evenings are the best day because, and let me explain this why. Friday evenings are absolutely the best day because you're not thinking about work. I would like to say that Friday evenings are the only days where you are not thinking about work. You get off work on Friday, right? And you're like, no work tomorrow. Well, usually. Like some people do. If you do, I'm sorry. Okay. This is for the normal 5-day-a-week people. I'm going to be honest. I usually work on Saturdays too. So, but this is just, so, right. So this is kind of my thought process. And it's that on Friday evening is the only day where you're not thinking about work the next day. You can go to sleep with a great mind, not have to worry about it, knowing that you do not have to go to work the next day. You don't think about it. You're like, oh, I wake up, it's Saturday morning. You're like, let's go. Everybody loves Saturday mornings, right? But, and just from experience from my wife, she usually says this. It's Saturday morning, right? You're having after that Friday, you're getting to Saturday, you wake up, you're having a good day, you eat, do whatever you want to do, whatever you want. Like I said, if you want to go, that's all. Do you, boo-boo? You know what I'm saying? Do you? So then it goes. Okay, so it's Saturday. In the back of your head, you're thinking like, dang, the weekend already over? Tomorrow's Sunday. Then I got to go to work on Monday. So in the back of your mind already for that Saturday, it's already lingering like, dang, I really got to go to work already? Work's already coming back on Monday? And you're like, wow. And then you have a great Saturday, whatever you do, and then it comes Sunday. Personally, my favorite day of the week, at least one of them, probably, I think it is my favorite. The Lord's Day, of course. Then I get a little hint of football on the side. And so here I am thinking, okay, it's Sunday. We all know if it's Sunday, you think about work on that Monday. Then you got to do it again. And there goes the cycle. That's just life. And I gotta be honest. I graduated last December. I went to school in 2016, fall. I graduated with 2 degrees by 2022 December. No. Excuse me. I graduated in 2021, right before 2022. So it was about 5.5 years for 2 degrees for me and Madison, me and my wife. I got my undergrad in business management, and then I have my MBA, and then she has her undergrad in marketing. She also has an MBA as well. And I just keep thinking, man, you really don't. It really does suck how you go from living your absolute best life in college. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I don't think I ever went to one. I mean, I maybe went to one party, but I didn't stay longer than, I don't know, an hour maybe. I didn't, I didn't drink. I'm a real basic guy, okay? But college was just amazing because you could do whatever you wanted. You felt grown. I put these right here because you felt grown. Were you really grown? As your mom was sending you money to make sure you was eating? Probably not. But you felt grown. You were on your own, making your own decisions. No one told you what you could or could not do. You were just kind of there, just doing it. And you felt like, you were like, dang, I'm really out here doing it. Like, I'm really, I'm really out here grown. Once again, everybody, if you went to school, you thought you were grown. You weren't grown, but you thought. And so I thought the same thing. I was like, man, I'm grown, making these grown. I was like, wasn't grown, but I thought I was. And like I said, it was just the fact of being on your own, being able to make your own decisions without asking any questions, except if you go to school with your wife, then you got to ask her too. But that's for another day. And you really did feel grown. It just felt like you were doing something, and it was just different. I grew up in a small town, Taylor, Texas, maybe 14,000 people. Ended up going to Corpus. Corpus probably has, I don't know, maybe 300,000 people. I don't know. Could be about, maybe I'm wrong. Probably totally wrong, but give or take. So it was a big step for me going from a small town where everybody's usually, you talk to 18 people at the grocery store. So it was different for me, and it was different because it was just, it was a kind of a shock in a way, because it was just different. There was a lot of people there, new faces. Like I said, if you're in Taylor, when I was growing up, I mean, I'm not that old. I'm only 24. Okay, so this was 7-8 years ago. All right, when I was growing up, there was either 2 places you went, and if you were in Taylor late, you were going to walk around Walmart, because back then, before the COVID era, Taylor Walmart was 24 hours. So you thought you were going to Walmart, you were probably going across the street to Whataburger. That was that was life. If you were growing up in Taylor at that time, there wasn't much to do. Still wasn't much to do, but we'll save that for a different day, okay? And so, yeah, so when you're kind of growing up and you're in the, in Corpus, it's just, it's a big difference. And so, yeah, you just think you're grown over there, and then we graduate, and then kind of real life comes, and then, we'd already moved back at that time. We moved back to this area last year around August. We moved to the Pflugerville area, which is around 25 minutes away from my hometown. So close to family, but we still got the opportunity to, kind of cut out our little own place. And it was definitely a huge adjustment for me coming back from Corpus, or coming back to this area. The last time I was in this area of Taylor was when I was 17 years old. And so I came back into this area at 23. Yeah, I think it was 23. So 6 years later, you come back, and it was tough. And I kind of got a reality check. I kind of got punched in the mouth, kind of, when I thought I was grown, when you were in college. And but it turns out I wasn't as grown as what I thought I was. So it definitely took me a while to adjust and kind of just get acclimated with how everything was going. But I must say, now that we're back in the area over here, it definitely does feel good to be back. But what I'm trying to say is that even though, you may seem, or you may think you're grown, you aren't really grown until those bills are due every month. And those bills, those bills suck. I don't really know who came up with the idea of bills, because like they really could have made it to where I gotta pay bills like every other month. But like the fact that I gotta pay bills 12 months out of the year every day on the first, then I gotta do it again in 30 days. I don't know, man. I really can't vibe with that. Like I don't really know who made, like whoever is like who came up with the idea of like bills. They suck, because bills suck. And let me tell you something. That's when that's when you're grown, okay? When you gotta pay those bills every month, and for some people it's different, okay? If you're 18 years old and you gotta pay for those bills, you're grown. Hey, you might be 14 years old having to provide for your family. You're grown, okay? But everybody always wants to be grown or wants to feel grown. And let me just tell you, you aren't grown, man. I'm 24 right now. I don't feel grown. I don't feel like a grown up. I don't know when it kind of happens, or when you kind of get to that point where you feel grown, but I don't feel like a grown up right now. I think that's good. I don't think I want to feel like a grown up. Being a grown up is definitely overrated. I was one of those kids growing up. I like to say I was a very good kid. I mean, I feel like every kid calls himself good, but I like to say I was a good kid. And I feel like I was never in a rush to grow up. I just played basketball. I hung out with Madison. We did everything together. Went to go eat, and we walked around Walmart and Whataburger. That was it. But what I'm trying to say is that like, I was never in a rush to grow up. I was just, I was just being a kid. And even when you're this age, my age or whatever age, whenever I was growing up at that age, I think I was, 15, 16, 17. I didn't feel like, I was just trying to be a kid. And I just feel like there's probably like 0 kids listening to this. But if there's a chance that there's like 3 kids listening to this who are still in high school, who are still in, just, man, don't be in a rush to grow up, because growing up is absolutely the most overrated thing in the history of life itself. Just, man, listen to your mom and dad. I promise you, they know, not all the time, maybe like 96% of the time, but they know what's best for you. They want what's best for you. They may be hard to listen to at times, but man, just listen, man, because you're going to get out here into this real world. You're going to go to school. You're going to do everything that you want to do. You're going to go to college. You're going to marry the love of your life. You're going to have this amazing job that you get to do. But life is still overrated. Growing up is still very much overrated. So I hope this gets across to one person. Just don't be in a rush, man. Everything is super expensive right now. Hey, one time for the one time, shout out to Joe Biden for the gas prices, $2.99. I know he doesn't actually directly control the gas prices, so please leave me alone. I don't care. But life is still very expensive. Real estate is still very expensive. Life just continues to get more and more expensive, and it is scary out here. So I kind of feel like, to all of my people right now, if you're in the range of any 18 to 25-year-olds, 18 to 24-year-olds, kind of getting out there into the real world right now, post-COVID, it's scary out here, man. It really is. It is, it's rough. There's some times, man, I'm telling you, like growing up, just go ask your mom or your dad and just be like, hey, how much did you pay for this? How much did you? It's insane. And it's just insane how life continues to go up, and the price of stuff just continues to go up, and we're just expected to pay it with no questions asked, man. And it sucks, man. I maybe it's just a my generation thing, But the one good thing about our generation, right? I have to say, our generation, there's some great things about us. Some also probably some bad things about us. Is it all of us? No. Is it no one? Also no, because people definitely do it every day. But one thing that I will say when it comes to my generation, I don't really know what generation I classify in. I'm 24. I don't know if I'm in like the about to be old division yet, or if I'm like still in the quote unquote young division, but 24, you can put me wherever you want to put me. I don't care. One thing I would say though is that the one good thing about our generation is that we are super transparent and we're not afraid to ask questions. If you don't know something, if you feel like you don't feel, or you feel like you are not 100% prepared, ask a question. Ask someone older than you. I must say though, I gotta be honest. I'm sure there's some old people who are gonna be in here. Old people definitely suck at times. Okay, I'm not like anti-old people. Don't get me wrong. I love everybody, but old people definitely suck sometimes. I don't know. There's no specific group of age when it comes to being a quote unquote old person, but just know, if you're that person and if you think you're old, don't be a shit person. All right? Don't. Be nice. Every time all these old people, they're just so bitter all the time. I'm like, bro, chill. Bro. So, but one thing I would say about our generation is that we're super transparent, super transparent, super understanding. We're okay. We feel okay to try new things, listen to new opinions, maybe try it a different way. At least from my perspective, I feel like that's probably a good thing. It's definitely a good thing when it comes to, my generation, depending on where you fall at. So don't be afraid to ask questions, and don't be afraid to, sometimes you may not know it all. You definitely will not know it all for all of life. Just ask a question, man. There was always this thing in class and school growing up where they're like, no question is a stupid question. Well, your teacher was lying, because there definitely is stupid questions, because my wife Madison tells me all the time that she calls me stupid. A lot. But you're coming from me, coming from your new favorite podcaster, streamer, entrepreneur, Barry Bucketz. All right, Barry, whatever, doesn't matter. Hey man. Hey, there definitely are stupid questions though, I must say. Okay, but just ask a question. Just don't be scared to ask a question. Life is tough and life is hard, and like I said, going into this podcast, I didn't want to label this show or this pod or this experience, I didn't want to label it as a sports talk show. I was going through all the genres of what I could list, the pod as and what I could put it as. They didn't really have what I wanted to label the genre as for this, for our podcast. I really wanted to label it as the genre. I wanted to label it as a life podcast, where we just simply talk about every aspect of life, good and bad. We're going to roll with the punches. We're going to take these punches on the chin, and we're just going to kind of just figure it out as we go. And I'm hoping what my overall goal is of this thing is to simply make someone's day better, enlighten someone, help them if they need it, and just continue to just kind of share my experiences. So if other people who are going through similar experiences maybe don't feel comfortable, have questions, just feel like they don't know what to do at times, all I want this to be, and it's the exact same thing with my stream. You can find me at Barry Bucketz on Twitch with a Z. I just want to enlighten people and help people. That's all I want to do. Like I said, man, the odds of a podcast taking off are probably 1 in a gadillion. Okay, I don't expect to make any money from this. I just want to talk. And you know what? Maybe some days you don't feel like listening to me. You're like, bro, why is he talking? Pause it. Come back another day. But my ultimate goal is to definitely make this world a better place. But I want to make the world a better place being unapologetic, being 100% honest, and always keep it in 100. And that's just ultimately the goal. Like I said, you may just have stumbled into this place today. You may just may want to listen to this just to hate on me of how bad the quality is. You maybe came in here to listen to the podcast, to subtweet me. You may have came in here to make fun of me, and you sent the podcast episode link to your friend in a group message to say how much this sucks. But look, man, however you got in here, I don't care. I'm just happy all of you guys are here. And even if I just get 5 minutes of your time, then I'm going to consider it a W. I'm going to consider it like, you took time out of your busy day to make some time for me. And I hope, all you guys know, and I hope you get this from what we're trying to do here and build in this community, not only through the podcast, but, through our platform, through Twitch, through our channel. Once again, I want to spread some positivity, and I just want to just be a beacon of help for other people. And like I said, however you take it is however you take it. But we're just here trying to have a great time, trying to enjoy this first football Sunday, and ultimately just out here trying to just vibe, man. I was gonna name the podcast the Vibe Check, but I think it was taken already, so we had to go with the Bucketz list. And I'm sure at some point we'll start to incorporate the title. You'll kind of get what the point of our title is. But we still get buckets, don't worry. I'm definitely still that guy. But most importantly, man, I just want to go over, once again, just life. Life is busy. Life is tough. Life is hard. Life is a slap in the face. It's just, life is life. And I just want to let all you guys know, to everyone out there, whether you're in Taylor, Texas right now, or you're in Australia, wherever Heggs is, if he's made it this far, please excuse that. That was something that should not have came up. I hope you guys know that we're just here once again to have a good time. And so, with that being said, guys, I'm very grateful that we shook off those nerves, those first episode nerves for today. And be sure to go check out the Bucketz Life. Oh my gosh, I just said my own type. Just don't even listen to that. Be sure to go check out the Bucketz list on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter. We'll have it on Facebook. We're gonna have this everywhere, and we are definitely gonna try to post very consistently, multiple days a week. And like I said, we're just gonna talk and have a great time. And I just want everybody to know, everybody's welcome here, no matter what, no matter who you are. And we're all about inclusion and shit talking. It's a crazy blend of talking shit and having really good vibes. And so if you kind of like put that, I'm doing the hand thing right now. It's like I'm mixing right now for all of my listeners on Spotify or Apple Music right now. We're kind of putting it together in this jar, and we're shaking it up, and we got a Barry Bucketz label on it, man. And that is our brand, our community, everything that we strive to be. That is it. That's our blend of life. So I hope you guys know, definitely expect us back soon. I'm going to complain about the Patriots later this week. I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to let this first episode come out. Kind of going to feel what's going on, see what you guys like. And we'll kind of just get the ball rolling from there. But like I said, man, this was a huge first step for myself. I've been wanting to do this for years. So the fact that I got out here in front of this camera today and on this microphone, and I just absolutely talked about nothing for 50 minutes, it was absolutely worth it. And let me just say, shout out to, first and foremost, shout out to the Lord above for making all this possible today. Secondly, the Titans kicker just absolutely just missed, and the Giants just won. No, number two, that wasn't the real number two. Number two, shout out to my wonderful wife. She has supported me and allowed me to continue to chase everything that I've wanted in life, and she makes me completely a better person, and has just absolutely puts the biggest smile on my face every single day. and I absolutely love her with all of my heart. And shout out to 8th grade, because that's when I really met her in 4th grade, but we started dating in 8th grade. So shout out to my beautiful wife. Thirdly, shout out to my mom for letting me use her house, because I really don't got internet once again. And fourthly, shout out to you guys for supporting us once again, whether you come from any of the platforms, wherever you came from, welcome. It's going to be special in here. We're going to do something very, very, very special. And it's only a matter of time before this leads to Lord knows what. So we're going to get this thing posted. I love you guys and thank you guys so much. I'm going to see Tom Brady throw for 500 yards against the Dallas Cowboys. And I will see you guys back soon. So once again, thank all of you guys for being here. And listen to this cute Christian music for the outro. All right. And I will see you guys later. So have a blessed week, you guys. And don't forget, let's make Monday a wonderful day. And I will see you guys soon. Love y'all. Let's go, GG's.